Welcome to Module 2.2, Design Thinking, the 5-stage process of risk removal. As you can see from this slide relating to track 2, we're looking now at the second track about products and services, the two options that any enterprise has to sell. So let's go back and remind ourselves about design thinking. It's a 5-step process that allows businesses to develop products that customers really want. The steps are, number 1, empathize with the people you're designing for. Number 2, define the problems that they face. Number 3, ideate, create a solution for the problem. Number 4, prototype, make something to test with customers. And number 5, test, get feedback from potential customers. As you can see from this graphic, the process of empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test is clearly explained. Empathize is about developing a deep understanding of the challenge, and defining allows you to articulate clearly the problem you want to solve. Ideate is more about brainstorming potential solutions and then selecting and developing the one that you want. Prototype is about designing something that you can test all or part of your solution. And the test is really a continuous short cycle innovation process to continually improve your design from the perspective and for the benefit of the customer. Empathize really involves getting a clear understanding of the customers and what problems they face from their perspective. It usually involves primary market research, which means face-to-face interviews. It's often not possible to get a clear understanding from just one meeting with one customer. It may therefore require multiple meetings with multiple customers in order to understand fully the problems that they all face. In the define stage of design thinking, one collates the information gathered during the empathize stage and analyzes those observations so you can use them to define the core problems. Ultimately, you must make sure that you have a clear definition of the problem faced by the customer. If in doubt, ask the customers that you're talking to, does this define their problem? Ideate is the third stage when you're ready to start generating ideas about potential solutions to the problem that you've defined. With the information you've gathered in the first two phases, you can now start to think outside the box to identify new solutions. But don't forget to compare any new solutions with pre-existing ones, potentially from competitors. The prototype, you need to produce a number of inexpensive, if possible, scaled-down versions of the potential solution. Include the relevant features within the product prototype so you can investigate if it does indeed offer a solution to the identified problem. Do not include all of the features, they're nice to have, that you can think of, but only those that are needed to solve the problem, the critical features. In the testing phase of design thinking, you deploy the prototype as it evolves in order to determine whether it solves the defined problem. This will be an iterative process, since changes will arise, which means that tests have to be repeated. The most reliable testing arises when only one feature is changed at a time. The best testing is that which arises with actual customers who experience the defined problem. Now, design thinking is powerful, and although it's become integral to new product design, it's used widely elsewhere. Social innovation, service innovation, and even patient care issues in hospitals have all proved suitable problems for which design thinking can help. It's evolved over the last 50 years, so it's not new, but it's become very popular with digital products and services of late. There are a couple of videos that in the lecture we would show you. One is a TED Talk by Tim Brown, who's a design thinking pioneer, and then something about his blog to learn more about design thinking. Here are the links that we recommend you follow. They're well worth a look. But now it's simply enough for me to say thank you for watching.